Okay, I'm going to try really hard to look at the camera and not look into my own eyes so it looks like I'm looking off sideways. I just did. I looked in my own eyes. Okay, so before you get started, there are only 2 rules to Zentangle that you need to remember. And if you really follow them, you can't get it wrong. That's the amazing thing about this project. But they're really easy rules that for some reason are really hard for some students to follow. Here they are. Rule number 1. You gotta go slow. Just slow down. And look, right now, you have a perfect opportunity because you're stuck in your houses with nothing to do. And you could waste that time doing all sorts of things you can waste your time on. I don't want to throw shade on anyone. Or you could do something that's going to like relax your mind, get you at ease, get some of your stress out, and that's doing Zentangles. So to do it, you just got to go slow. Don't try to rush it. It's not a race. You got all the time in the world. There's no bell that's going to ring that says class is over. You got to go to the next class. So just go slow, right? Slow down. That's rule number 1. Rule number 1, slow down. Rule number 2, Zentangle, second rule. Still looking into my own eyes. Rule number 2 is you got to go and be deliberate. So the word deliberate means to be on purpose. That doesn't mean that before you go to do your Zentangle you have a plan, because I would actually argue that you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't know what you're going to do before you're done. But what you should do is be deliberate. So every time, the way I be deliberate is every time I go to make a mark on the paper, I just say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a circle here, and then I'm going to make a bigger circle on the outside of that, and then I'm going to put spikes on that circle. You know, it's just that one extra step of telling yourself what you're going to do and then slowly doing it that makes all the difference. If you go slow, rule number 1, and if you are deliberate, rule number 2, whatever you put down on that paper is going to be right. It's going to be interesting and unique and cool. If you go too fast, it's going to look sloppy. And if you aren't deliberate, it's going to just be doodling. It's going to be random. So go slow, be deliberate, and you'll go slowly and carefully. It won't look sloppy, and you'll be deliberate. It'll be interesting. Follow those 2 rules. I can keep saying them over and over again, but I won't. Just remember them. I'll say them in other videos. Okay, let's get going.